Welcome to That's Not Cinema, a movie podcast, a reason to talk about movies. I'm your host, Jeffrey Hemingway. Today's movie is Bad Boys for Life. And today I'm joined by a special guest, my brother, John.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Take it away, Marty.
Of a film that's like a theme park film, for example, the Marvel type pictures, where the theaters become amusement parks. That's a different experience. And it's not even. I was saying earlier, it's not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema. It's something else.
Okay, so Bad Boys for Life. Let us dive into some info. Directed by, and I'm going to botch these names, but Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah. I think that's how you say that. Directing partner group, and this is their debut, directorial debut, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Written by Chris Bremer, Peter Craig, and Joe Carnahan, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Runtime of 123 minutes. Released in theaters January 17th, 2020. Released on streaming March 31st, 2020, and distributed by Sony. The budget of $90 million and a box office worldwide of $419 million. That is fucking awesome. Rotten Tomatoes score, critics score 77%, and audience score of a 96%. And just in case you forgot, Rotten Tomatoes means everything and nothing all at the same time. How do you feel about Rotten Tomatoes when you looking to watch something? Do you use it at all? Do you reference it?
To be honest, like sometimes I've been on Rotten Tomatoes and I look for a movie and they recommended like 100, and I look at it and it's trash. So like what's the 100? Like who's the 100?
Well, it's so Rotten Tomatoes is an aggregator, basically meaning that they grab the reviews from the internet and then put them in their algorithm or whatever, and then that's the number that kicks out from it. So I when I look at Rotten Tomatoes, I use it more for I actually go and read the reviews. Like most people just stop at the number. Mm-hmm. Like I actually go and read the reviews.
I mean, so I guess it's resourceful if
right. Depending on how you use it.
Depending on how you use it, and how you viewing the movies, and what type of movie you're looking for.
For sure. Yeah, like that's why I say it means everything and nothing all at the same time. Because like it, like I'm with you. I've seen they reviewed some shit and I've been like, really? Like what the fuck were y'all watching?
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. Like, so like, which is why I kind of like the new thing that they've been adding. They put the audience score, and again, the audience score means shit either, but at least it differentiates between critics and what the audience thinks, right? Mm-hmm. Like for this one, critics have it 77, but audience has it 96. Which you might be leaning more critics on this one. So,
yeah, I mean, I got my.
So maybe you like Rotten Tomatoes a little better than you think.
Yeah, you mean the internet score?
No, the critics score. But okay, so the summary: the Bad Boys, Mike Lowrey, played by Will Smith, and Marcus Burnett, played by Martin Lawrence, are back together for one last ride in the highly anticipated Bad Boys for Life. I'll get this gripe out early. I wish they didn't call this Bad Boys for Life, because that should have been saved for Bad Boys 4. Like it was so annoying that it was like, why are we calling this Bad Boys for Life when that's easily the best title you could have for Bad Boys 4? But whatever.
I mean, to me, like calling it Bad Boys for Life, not trying to get too far ahead. Based off the movies, like you would have thought that this was it. Like this is the one. This is the final chapter, or not. But the way that the movie played out, in my eyes, like
not in your eyes. That's how it played out.
Well, the way the movie played out, it's like Bad Boys for Life times 2. Like I don't know, but hey, that's just me.
Is it Bad Boys for Life goes on?
No, Bad Boy Full Life. It's the internet version. For real.
Okay. So what were your expectations headed in? Did you have any?
Expectations.
Like when you obviously first trailer came out and you was hearing it was dropping.
All right. What were you thinking? I mean, to put it in that perspective, like when I first, heard about it, was maybe like a year, 2 years before it even actually hit the scene.
Yeah, we've been hearing about it for a while. And Will Smith was like even documented it on his YouTube channel, like the shooting of it and all that stuff.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I was expecting like, you know, like, wow, swept off my feet. You know, like, this is Bad Boys, you know, like 1999 is when the first one came out, right?
Yeah.
So we was like 8, 9?
Yeah, probably 8.
8?
Yeah, because our birthday's late, so.
All right, so we were 8. All right, I remember that along the, you know, the years of growing up.
I mean, yeah, we saw it on cable like I don't know how many times at that point.
Yeah, that too. Know. But no, well, yes, we did see it on cable from growing up, but that was like after we saw it in theaters. Like I kind of remember going to the theater.
Did we go to the theaters and see it?
Yeah.
See, I didn't remember if we went or not.
I kind of remember going to the theaters and seeing it for the very first time.
It was rated R. We went to the theaters and saw this. I remember watching it on TV, like when it came on HBO and Showtime and shit like that.
Yeah, but we wasn't 8 though. Like we were
like
8
years old.
No, that was like from 8 to when the next one came out. When the next one come out.
Oh, Bad Boys 2?
Yeah.
I think it's like 07 or some shit.
All right, so
no. It's like it's around there. 06, 05, like
right.
somewhere.
So yes, from like 8 to 06, 05 when that came out. Don't quote me on it, but like yeah, seeing it on TV, FX, USA, TNT. You know, seeing it all on those things growing up with the curse words. You know, X'd out. They changed it. You know, the Tyler Perry. Turkey.
I'm way off. It's 2003.
All right, so 2003. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, when they changed the curse words up, everybody's a Jive Turkey and all that.
No, but when we watch it on HBO and Showtime and shit, we get to watch it like it was in theaters.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe we probably did not go to the theater and see them. Maybe
you might be thinking of 2, Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, see, I definitely.
I know we were 12 at that point, so
yeah, I
definitely went and saw that.
To go see that. And yeah, I
so you had high expectations.
Yes, compared to from the first one, and as well as the second one, because I remember those vividly.
Yeah,
even like to this day.
Yeah,
I remember them. So yeah, high expectations.
Okay, so all right, so I could see because we talked obviously a little bit before we turned the mics on. We have a difference of opinion, and it's gonna be unique because this is gonna be the first podcast I've had someone on who I guess didn't like it as much as I did. So this will be different, which is cool, which is good. But for me, so I was the total opposite of you. I thought this movie was going to be fucking horrible. I was going to be terrible.
Because you don't like Michael Bay?
Yeah. Yeah, that was before I knew fucking, what are the directors? Adil and Bilal was directing it. I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, they should have called Michael.
And no, actually they shouldn't have. And we're getting a little ahead, but no, I don't think they should have. Like, I think they did a better job than Michael Bay did. But anyway, yeah. So I thought this was going to be awful. I didn't think it was necessary. It was 14 years later from the second one, and I'm like, oh boy. And then like, I'm on the chubbier side, but like Martin looked like he lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Martin hadn't done anything in a while either. So I was like, I mean, like I knew Will still had it, but like I didn't know if Martin was going to be able to come with it. So I was like, I was headed in like, this is going to be awful, but I'm going to watch it because I love Will Smith and I love Martin Lawrence. Obviously growing up on the Fresh Prince and Martin, like, how could you not? You know what I'm saying? Young black kids growing up in the 90s, how could you not fucking love those two? So I'm like, I was going to see it regardless, but I didn't think it was going to be good at all. So
why though? Why do you think it's gonna be good? Oh yeah, well I said the Michael Bay part.
Yeah, okay. I'm just not a fan of Michael Bay.
Yeah. Let's not do no Transformers
and
movies.
Or Ninja Turtles.
Oh man. All right, that was one bad one. He had one bad one. All right, but go ahead.
One bad one. Okay. Or 6 Underground.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Okay, come on now.
Oh my gosh.
That's Michael Bay cut loose.
I've never seen.
This is why they try not to cut him loose.
I've never seen a. Sheesh.
Tangent. We can get on tangents, but
I've never seen a more horrible movie in my life. Like I've not seen I thought Madea movies were bad.
Ooh, boy.
I would have took some Madea movies over that.
Okay, you know what though?
I would have took what's that the Madea? The Tyler Perry movie where he like a secret agent.
Oh man,
I would have took that movie over the
Alex Cross or some shit.
I would have watched Alex Cross over that.
I can't roll with you on that one.
I'm sorry.
I can't roll with you on that
That's
one.
how bad it was.
Nah,
I'm
give me
rolling.
6 Underground over Alex Cross. I am just not a Tyler Perry fan. Unless he's in like fucking Gone Girl. Like I'm not a Tyler Perry fan.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, right. Like that was he actually had a great role in that. Like unless he's in some shit like that, some shit he ain't writing or directing, like miss me with Tyler Perry.
Yeah, give me Alex Cross over 6 Underground.
No way. See, but I still kind of had some fun with 6 Underground at the very least. Like as much as all over the place as it was, as much as the story made no fucking sense. Like Ryan Reynolds is awesome, so like that was still cool. You know what I mean? And some of the shit was cool.
We're gonna keep 6 Underground
You know what I'm
in
saying?
mind because they're gonna come up later, and the review of this.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's set the scene, since obviously we're all in quarantine at the moment. I know you just recently saw it, and I rewatched it because it released on streaming a couple days ago.
Yeah. I recently just watched it. I was supposed to go to the movies and watch it, but I've been kind of tied up and doing a little bit of everything. But yeah, so it kind of passed me by when it was in theaters. Hell, it might still be in theaters if you think about it.
Nah, theaters is closed. You know.
Well, I'm telling you, it was still open. I think.
Oh yeah, you probably could have. Yeah, I think you could have caught something. Yeah, for
saw
sure.
it in theaters, but yeah. So I kind of just saw it on my phone, watched it, best HD possible.
Yeah.
1080 on the phone. Thank God for the smartphones.
Yeah, right. I mean, if there's any time to be quarantined, it's right now.
Yeah,
Like-
so I just kind of, I was on a binge watching day of watching a little bit of any and everything, and Netflix got a little dull
Yeah.
and redundant.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just downloaded the Bad Boys. You've been told me to watch it.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it myself, and I just took the time, sat back, smoked a little, and and I just tried to dive into it.
Yeah.
Try to see it. Try to see exactly what I was missing.
Yeah. So for me, I went to the theater. I don't remember if I think I saw like a 1 o'clock showing or something.
So you were by yourself in there, or
No, that funny enough, it was a pretty decent crowd. Like it was probably about 20 people in the theater, and they had it like in the big, when they do the big marquee movies, they had it in the big theater. So it was probably like 20 people in there. I prefer it empty, but it was some people in there, and the I mean, it's gonna be laughs. It's Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, so like it was great to hear those moments, obviously with other people. So that was a cool experience. That's all. When you go to something, especially that has comedy in it, you kind of want to have people with you. But so that was cool, and the audience was actually good this time. And I got my my patented chicken tenders and blue raspberry icy. So we was all in. We was all in. So all right, scene set. Now for the tweet review. Since I actually do tweet reviews, what would your tweet length review? Like you're just instant. Credits started rolling after the little post credit. Did you see the post credit?
Yeah.
Okay. So after the little post credit, and then thoughts. Just your quick instant.
I was like kind of taken aback a little bit.
Yeah.
Based off the expectations I had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your expectations were through the fucking roof.
Not through the roof.
Nah, no, you was expected a lot.
I was expecting better than what I saw.
Wow.
But yeah, I was taken aback. I was humored, at some points. I can't deny that. Both of them are funny. I would just say it was just a very solid, underwhelming movie.
Okay. I wholeheartedly disagree, but we'll hear what I gotta say. So yeah, like I said, I do my tweet reviews or whatever. So what I ended up writing was Bad Boys for Life is shockingly good. The strength of this franchise has always been the comedic chemistry between Smith and Lawrence. One scene in particular is worth a ticket alone. There's fast cars, beautiful women, Miami Nights, a pretty solid villain, and some outstanding action. Yeah, so now let's get to your overall thoughts. Because with our little tweet reviews, we're on opposite ends. And we started this way because our expectations were on opposite ends too. So now I'm starting to understand why you probably may have been let down, because obviously I was hyping it and then you had it hyped in your head already. And so when you went into it, obviously it didn't meet those heights. So what were your overall What were your overall thoughts on the movie?
Overall thoughts on the movie, I thought it was shot very well. I thought that that the scenes, they paid a lot of homage to the first and the second one.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the scenes, it was solid. Like, you know, it was. I wasn't like amazed at no scene. There was no scene that I was amazed at.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I kind of knew that something, the way the movie was playing out, I kind of felt like something was like a monkey wrench was going to get thrown in this somehow, some way, and it was not the monkey wrench I wanted. Like,
okay,
you know, like that was one of my.
What did you want? If we can, if you haven't seen Bad Boys Live, it's streaming everywhere, and as far as like for purchase, you can, you know,
Blu-ray,
purchase it and all that stuff. Yeah, so this will be full on spoilers. But what did you want?
What based off what, without seeing the movie or while?
No. Seeing the movie, you said you felt, you said it didn't give you the monkey wrench you wanted. So what monkey wrench did you want? Or do you not know, and it just wasn't what you wanted?
I'll lean towards. I didn't really know what I wanted. I just know that what was given to us was like, it was like at the school lunch, and like you wanted pizza, and they gave beef patty. Like, I didn't want this. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like,
man,
that's how I felt when I do the little end credit came and the credit started rolling. I'm like, I felt like something was missing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense. I mean, I don't agree, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I just feel like something was missing.
Okay.
Like something was missing, like as far as like not being explained well.
Okay. Like what?
Like the sun
wasn't explained well?
Yeah.
I thought they explained that pretty.
It was kind of what's that Netflix movie? 6 Underground. It was kind of 6 Underground-ish.
No fucking way. No.
It was a little bit. It was a little bit.
Nah.
Like, all of a sudden, the sun just came. The crazy witch woman, like, come on. Like, I know Mike Larry dealt with a lot of women. And
yeah, but it's more, what they talked about, though, was more like, it's prior to the 99 one. Yeah. So, like, it wasn't like, after the 90, when we're watching the 99 one, he had already gone through.
Yeah, but I wish they would have. I guess they would have kind of gave us a little backstory on that, the beginning of the movie. So then towards the end of the movie, it all kind full circle. Like, we kind of jumped into the hospital.
I think they didn't dump you with all of that because I think it would have gave away the reveal. You know what I'm saying? You would have guessed it, right? I don't think they wanted to do Fast 9 let us know John Cena was Vin Diesel's brother in the fucking trailer. Like, I don't think they wanted to do that. I think they wanted it to be a actual reveal once you're in the movie. And instead of just be like, blah, here the son, blah. You know, I think they wanted it to actually.
I think they could have done it in a way that, like, they what I'm saying, that they could have like showed Will Smith, you know, in Mexico doing the secret op mission.
So you would have liked
then him dealing with the woman,
right? You would have liked some flashbacks.
They ain't got some flashbacks. Okay. They ain't had to show us the baby. They could have showed that she was pregnant.
Show the relationship make it seem that they
like
had.
She was pregnant by the guy, the Spanish guy father that he kept looking up and crying over and stuff.
I can say that's a fair point. Instead of it being this moment of exposition, when he sends the text to her,
like how you said,
he just tells it to Marcus. And you would have, instead of just saying it, you would have preferred to see it.
Yes.
Okay.
See some of it, not say that. Oh, he has a son.
Not see a whole prequel movie. Yeah, but like. I get it. That's a fair critique.
Because they said with Fast 9, like they blind the damn
just straight in the trailer.
John Cena brothers off rip, right? Like,
in the trailer.
They kind of in the trailer. They kind of did that at the end of the last 15 minutes. It was kind of like blah right there.
Nah, I disagree because it's not the last 15 minutes. There's still like once he figures it out.
It's like
when he's on the chopper, he's on the ladder of the chopper, and he says the "Hasta Fuego."
Yeah.
Then it starts, because from there you still got another 35 minutes of the movie.
Maybe.
And the movie's only 123 minutes.
I probably fast forward a little bit, but yeah, even that.
That's the
part,
convenience of watching it on your phone.
Even that part right there is like they got pointing a gun at him, saying, "Viva la raza."
No, hasta fuego
or whatever.
Yeah.
Some Eddie Guerrero crap. I don't know.
Whatever. That's fucking racist.
Nah, I like Eddie Guerrero. I just
I know.
Like that's what when that part came, like that's what all I heard was just "Viva la raza." That's all I remember. That's the first.
It's nowhere close.
That's the
nowhere even close to the
head.
fucking thing.
Whatever Eddie Guerrero used to say, that's what popped in my head when I heard that.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
But go ahead.
But they did set that up though, because when he has the conversation with Rita after he's back home from getting out of the hospital, and she's like, "You're like, I need you to stop. I'm asking, like, this is me you're talking to," and then he just looks at her. He's like, "Hasta fuego," and she's like, "What does that mean? Burn until you burn? Like, what are you talking about?"
Hey, Rita, this is me you're trying to bullshit. If you get involved, you're gonna make mistakes you can't take back.
Hasta el fuego.
Hasta el fuego. What does that mean? Where'd you get that? Until you burn? Until you die?
Like, so they did set you up in the beginning of the movie with the phrase "hasta fuego," and then as the movie's going, you start to get more details, obviously more specifically, when he's on that chopper and he has the gun pointed at him. But
yeah, Buddy was a lazy shot too.
What are you talking about? All the people he sniped? What are you talking about?
Yeah, besides Will Smith. Like, he had him dead to rights on the
maybe
ladder.
you really did fast forward through this.
No, not fast forward. I'm saying, like, when I said fast forward, I mean, like, it was like right there and I saw it and that was it. So I just summed up everything that I saw. But like when he had Will Smith dead to rights on the ladder, like, come on, bro. Like, you done knocked off like 6 people already with one shot.
Right, but see, with the other 6 people, there wasn't the connection that was with him, and he was very much a mama's boy, and she's clearly, at her being a witch, a bruja, as Martin Lawrence calls it. She was very into the what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, but
into the design, not design of it, but into the theatrics of it. Like, they wanted it to be theatrical. I want you to feel this. What's going to hurt even more than just this bullet is me saying "hasta fuego" before I shoot you. So like they were into the whole theatrics of it. So that's why it wasn't just I got the shot, I'm gonna shoot him. You know what I'm saying? That's why she was so mad when he shot him first, and she was like, "No, you were supposed to do him last." Like, she's into the tradition, the theatrics of it. She wanted it planned a certain way of how he would die. I want you to know I'm coming after you as I'm killing these people. So when you get to the chopper part, he's finally following his mother's orders, and I'm saying "hasta fuego" because that's what she wanted me to say. But then as soon as he says it, Marcus starts shooting. So he doesn't have time he says it, and then he starts getting shot at. So he doesn't have time to then, you know what I'm saying? He has to duck.
He did kind of have some time. To me.
Okay.
Maybe it was a movie, like, he had, like, the second.
Sure. I mean, obviously,
a second is like 10 minutes in a movie.
Will Smith's on the fucking cover, so he's not going to die. Like, he's on the poster.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like when he's sitting there pointing that gun at him, when he shot Buddy first, Buddy fell. Then you could have said the Spanish thing, and boom, not "Viva la raza." And,
okay,
and then look at him.
That's a nitpick.
And then look at him, and then Martin started shooting. Then it's like, it's like,
nah, you're dragging it. It was not that slow. It was not that slow.
To me, it felt that way.
Okay,
all right. Well, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, obviously, as you can hear, we disagree. I love this movie. I thought this movie had no right to be as good as it is. Obviously, I'm not a Michael Bay fan, like, at all. He's got, like, maybe The Rock is good. I did like Pain and Gain. I think it was perfect, but I thought I did like it. I thought it was one of the last performances where the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson actually had to. The Rock is the movie with Sean Connery, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in Pain and Gain with Mark Wahlberg and Anthony Mackie. That's the last movie I think The Rock actually had to stretch his acting ability. So I'm fond of Pain and Gain for that reason. But And then obviously the nostalgia of Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2. But when you go back and watch those movies, they're not great. They're just not, like, especially, which is Michael Bay's problem. Story-wise, he's just not, coherence is just, like, not in his vocabulary.
I was following in the first one. I followed exactly what was going on.
No, if I had to rank them real quick, I'd go 3, 1, 2. The second one's actually not good. The second one just has classic moments that everyone remembers. We had when they open the door and yell at the boyfriend who eventually becomes the daughter's husband or whatever. Like, that. What, you didn't like that part either?
No.
Okay, all right. Save it for least favorite part. Okay, all right. I mean, it's a movie that's
I had like 10 least favorite
14. Parts. It was 4. That's fine. It's 14 years removed. Like, to bring back a classic moment, like. So do you not consider that a classic moment in Bad Boys 2?
That was, but what was classic about it?
So to play back to it, you don't find that classic?
But what was it? Like, when that scene came out in Bad Boys 2, like, that it was funny. What was funny in the third one, playing back to it?
When he says, "Hey man, I didn't think you'd make it here. Because our first interaction with you, we tried to scare the shit out of you."
I didn't laugh at that part. That wasn't really humorous to me. It's kind of like,
I mean, look, comedy is subjective, so, and movies are subjective. So, like, yeah, it is what it is. I found it funny. Like, one, to see him again, because who was that? Like, that kid didn't go out to be some grand actor of all of a sudden. Like, they had to go find that kid again. That's essentially that's what you would call a deep cut. Like that's the fucking that's Tony Stark's dad showing up in Avengers Endgame. Like that's kind of what that was. And I appreciate that. So maybe I'm more used to those kind of things being a comic book fan, but I appreciate seeing that a deep cut reference back again instead of just a reference. They could have just said, "Remember what's her name's old boyfriend?" They could have just said that. Instead, they fucking brought the kid back and he paid it off by him marrying the daughter and everything. I appreciate that. I liked it. And again, the movie had a lot of that stuff. Like in my tweet review, I said it was shockingly good because again, my expectations were like at the ground level because I did not expect this to be good at all. And man, and even though Martin was a little chubby, he still had it, and the comedy chops was still there, and their chemistry. I think that was the biggest thing I took away from this movie. You can tell they're real friends in real life because their chemistry on screen is just like, man, like it's like you guys never left. Like I missed you guys. It's been 14 years since I've seen you guys on screen together, and now we're back again, and it feels like it was just yesterday I was seeing you guys. So like that really took me away. With the movie,
I felt like as far as the comedy chops, I kind of felt like they kind of held Martin back compared to the first two. Like I don't know, maybe the first two was a little bit more vulgar with it. Maybe a little bit more,
maybe. But authentic. That's kind of low hanging fruit for me. That's typical like balls humor from fucking Michael Bay. Like that's.
No, I feel
just say some shit about balls. All right. For here, like the humor felt a little more smart for me in this version.
I feel.
But so overall, I adored this movie, and you think it's solid. With a lot of problems.
Underwhelmingly solid.
Underwhelmingly solid. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we disagree. So hopefully you can answer some of these next questions. So what did you have a best moment in this movie? Was there a best moment for you?
Best moment?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like for some reason, it's that's a best moment. Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Like a best moment. I mean, my best moment was really just the way that it was shot. It was shot like crisp as hell. It showed Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my best moment would be when Mike Larry kind of, when he threw on the coat, I guess left the house. I guess he was leaving his house, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was after the conversation with the lady.
Yeah, because he had a conversation with Marcus, and Marcus was telling him, "Look, I retired, man."
Yeah,
and they kind of got into it, and then
when he had the little pay the homage, Mike Lowry coming down the hall, throwing a jacket
and then that's when he's going to
DJ Khaled.
Yeah,
He's going to DJ Khaled. So that was my my best moment. It might be a small one, but when he was,
it doesn't matter the size of the moment. Whatever the moment is for you.
Mike Lowry getting, holding his nuts now. It's Mike Lowry. Like, this ain't no jump finna just hide in the house. Like, I'm finna go out and go try to figure out who shot me.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite moments.
Okay. For me, I'd say the best moment for me is towards the end, and it's when the mom, it's when Will is telling the mom to tell the son, like, tell him the truth.
Last chance. Who are you?
Ask your mother.
Because at that point, he still doesn't know. Like, we're in the last fight scene or whatever, and the building's burning down and all that shit. And at that point, he still doesn't know, and he doesn't believe him. And Will's not fighting back. And then finally, it's like, she looks at him and she's like, or he looks at her and he's like, tell him the truth. And he's like, is he my father? And then she's like, he's nothing. And then she goes for the shot, and then he steps in. Like, I just thought that was like, man, like, because he clearly cares about his parents, and then to really find out who his actual parent is, and then to step in front and be able to save the dad he never knew he had. That was the best moment for me, I'd say. But then runner up would be runner up for me would be the kind of comeback of them together. Like, once the captain gets killed.
One last time. One last time.
Like that kind of, like it felt the movie kind of already kicked into gear, but it kicks into another level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once the captain gets killed, and it's like, okay, now it's like you can't sit back and, as far as Martin's character Marcus, like, he can't sit back and just not do anything at this point. Like, he's asking me to ride with him, so I gotta ride with him. Bad Boys for Life. You know what I'm saying? So that'd probably be my runner up for best moment, I'd say. Okay. What about any favorite scenes? Did you have any favorite scenes?
It's so difficult. Like,
I mean, I get it if it's a movie you didn't like.
I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't like it. I just got, like, some critiques on it. Like,
but it's all right. I mean, you're saying you just got some critiques, but then nothing rings as favorite or good to you.
I just named one. When Mike Lowry,
it took you a minute to get to there.
When Mike Lowry got his groove back.
I can rattle off, I don't know how many kind of shits.
Favorite scene.
I mean, I can count the seconds. Like,
I didn't really have a favorite scene. No.
Okay,
go ahead. You tell me, man. I'm trying to remember, like, some of the
Okay, no, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. So for me, okay, I got a few. So I have an answer, and then I have some runner up. So one runner up for me would be the bust on the gun maker who made the bullets.
Wait, go back, right there. The guy.
What?
The bag is empty. There's no money in the bag. It's a rip. They're gonna kill. It's a rip.
Michael.
We need Booker alive.
Michael, get back here. Shit. Kelly, go. Go.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say that, but I kind of hated that scene towards the end too. That's why I didn't say that one.
Towards the end, what happened towards the end?
When he started, like, sliding in the pink smoke, I wasn't digging it.
I thought it was dope. Because it was also like, yeah, I'm putting the coat back on. I'm back in the field. Like,
yeah, but I just didn't like the way that like, he was just, like, the way he was sliding on the thing made it seem like he lost it a little bit. Just the way it looked to me.
Okay. I thought it was very much a Michael Bay homage, to be honest. for real, like that, like
shooting this pink smoke and just sliding in it.
Because I think it, instead of it just being the same explosions that Michael Bay gives you, I think it gave the scene a sense of kind of style and art to the scene, instead of it just being your typical shoot 'em up that Michael Bay probably would have given you. Was I felt like I gave it a bit of a kind of style and mystique to the scene.
Gotcha.
And then having to back up with Vanessa Hudgens' character. I thought she was great in it as well. And then them kind of going through it, and then obviously it leading up to the one canister getting shot, and then the guy they came to save ends up getting killed and stabbed through the abdomen, and he's just like, "Fuck, I lost him."
I ain't gonna lie, that probably might have been my favorite scene right there.
Okay.
When they did go to get Buddy, and then he spotted that the bag was empty.
Mm-hmm. Dude scratched his nose.
Then they got him. Like Will Smith kind of had him secured, and then something blew up, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, no. First he grabs him, and then he's like,
live.
Yeah, if you want to live, stay with me. Yeah, you say you fuck around, I'm gonna kill you myself. Yeah. So that would be one. That would be.
What's the second one?
The second one for me would be the chase after Suelo from the club.
Yeah,
and they're on but more specifically when they're on the highway. And he's in the little stagecoach on the side cart with the bike.
Yeah, and it splits. Well, he had to let him go because then the helicopter came.
They're about to run into the truck as well.
Yeah.
Like the lanes was getting tight, and then they're about to run, so he had to cut him off, or else they was gonna.
Okay, so yeah, that was a very good.
Yeah,
scene
I like that
too.
one, and that also features in some of my favorite.
I'm still focused on like all what I hated that I forgot about. It.
Nah, I get you. I hear you. Yeah, so that scene, I thought that was great because that was Martin being reluctant because he prayed to God that he wouldn't strike violence, on anybody, and then Will's trying to coax him out of like, hey man, who you think sent you that gun? Like, use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought that was and then I thought that was great. Obviously, that leading into the him Mike Lowry hopping on the ladder of the chopper, and then the confrontation, and then hearing Hasta Fuego, and then falling to the water. So that would be second, Fuego. And then my and then another one would be the whole before you get to the final battle, but the whole shootout in the old hotel that they're in when he goes to meet the witch.
Yeah.
That whole shootout, and it kind of featuring what all the players could do. Marcus finally puts on the glasses, and he's like dead eye and everything.
You were right about the glasses. I've been telling your ass that shit for years. Shit, this is like HD.
So that was great, and then obviously you get to see Dorn, the big white dude who was the gentle giant.
I had a problem with that.
Dorn gets to show what he does.
With not to cut you off, even though I cut you off. I had a problem with him, Goldberg spearing the Rock. Like, I just had a problem with it. Like,
okay,
why is that rock so loose? But I guess it's an old hotel.
It was a super old building though.
It was like, but you just thought of like spear the Rock and like.
Well, no, because you had the
I know, he
shooters
was on
up top.
The little canopy thing. I know, but it was like,
I mean,
like he just became an Avenger. Like in the,
I mean, but essentially that's what I don't know. Are these same complaints you have for Fast movies? Are these same complaints you have for other Michael Bay movies?
I can't
we can
even
rip the shreds on Michael Bay movies now.
I can't even tell you the last time I even watched Fast. I think probably like Fast 6 was like the last one I saw.
Okay, and the longest airplane runway ever. Like that wasn't
was trash. That was trash. I had critiques on that too.
Okay, I'm just trying to see if this is consistent across the board.
Yes.
Like if we can go back and do some Michael Bay movies if we want to. If the spear through the rock is what we got an issue with.
I'm just saying that. It was just weird.
I don't have Bad Boys 1 and 2 so fresh in my mind, but I'm sure I can find some ridiculous ass shit Michael Bay threw in that just made no fucking sense whatsoever. In fact, the Hummer through Havana, like, really?
It wasn't worse than Goldberg spear the rocks.
I'm destroying a whole town where a bunch of people live. I consider that worse than running through a rock to knock off some snipers. Like, I don't.
Give or take.
Okay. Okay. But no, my favorite scene though would be the airplane scene, and I referenced it in my tweet when I was saying that there's one scene worth the ticket price, and it was their airplane scene mentioning and going back and forth about him killing his son and fucking a witch without a condom. And
you know what you can be, Marcus?
What?
Quiet.
Oh, I should be quiet.
Yeah.
All right, you just had a warlock baby with LeBrua, who's trying to kill your ass, probably mine too, sucking our blood and all that shit, but I should be quiet. Yeah, okay, Mike. How you fuck a witch without a condom? You wrap that shit up, man.
that whole, like, I was in the theater, man, I was crying. I was crying laughing through that shit.
Yeah, when
like that was like peak
with Buddy and stuff.
That was peak Martin. Like it was phenomenal. Like that was hands down my favorite scene of the entire movie. With all the other stuff I loved, obviously, as you just heard, but like that shit was like, man, this is it. Like this is why you come and see Bad Boys. This is why you come and see Will Smith and Martin Lawrence on screen together for a scene like that. Like that's obviously reminiscent to the meeting of the boyfriend for the first time. Like you know what I'm saying? It's those moments, those scenes. Like it matched one of those classic moments like that for me in previous Bad Boys films. So that for me, that was my favorite scene. Okay, I mean, I guess I can go with the favorite line because you probably don't have any.
No, I don't have it. Was, well, my favorite line, to be honest with you, was even though I kind of cringed at the part with the DJ Khaled when he got the pork chop fat on his jacket.
Yeah,
that was my favorite lines.
Did you just get pig fat on my suit?
Sorry, Mike. Sorry. No, Booker Grassi. That's the name. Booker Grassi. That's the name, man.
Okay, small tangent. I thought Khaled was great, and I think Khaled's fucking annoying. I thought Khaled was like actually great. Like I thought they reined him in. Because obviously Khaled can be Khaled. If you don't know DJ Khaled, I mean, you should know DJ Khaled at this point.
Miami DJ.
They know who the fuck DJ Khaled is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know.
But he can be a lot, and I thought they reined him in, and I thought his acting was good. And I thought the reaction, on putting the pork fat on the suit, I thought it was great. I actually thought Khaled was really, really good in this. And I was surprised by that too, because I was expecting, like, as soon as I saw Khaled in the trailer, I was like, yeah, this ain't. I know. I went in wanting to hate that scene, and came out. I was like in the theater, I was like, huh, look at Khaled. Like I legitimately, like I audibly said that in the theater. I was like, shit, look at Khaled. Okay, I didn't hate that, you know.
Yeah, I didn't really too much hate the scene. It was, just, I guess, just me seeing Khaled.
Yeah, right. And of course, that's being from South Florida.
Knowing Khaled and his antics.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
that's why I was that's why I say I cringed at the scene. I was expecting Khaled to another one.
Yeah, yeah. I thought, we were on the same level there.
Side,
yeah. You know. For sure. You know, I thought that was coming as well, but they
major key.
They kept it. They kept it to like the They kept it to the script, and he did a good job.
Like shout out his next album or something coming out.
Yeah, they did a good job. They did a good job on that one. Okay, so all right, so I got a couple lines. First line I have, referencing back to one of the scenes I loved, when they were in the motorcycle, and he was in the little side cart, and Mike's trying to get Marcus to use the gun, that's the Gatling gun that's attached to it.
Who do you think sent you that weapon? I don't know. That is God's gun. It is sent to you in your time of need. Well, shit, I do need it right now. Yes, you are a vessel for the Lord's work. Yeah, I'm a vessel. Like David and Goliath. Yeah, David with the slingshot. Yes, that is your slingshot. Yeah. To smite thine enemies. You know what? Bad boys of the Bible, baby. Exactly. Amen. 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 Amen.
And he goes, and obviously he eventually convinces him to do it. And then before he starts to shoot with the gun, he's like, bad boys of the Bible, baby. So and that whole trying to convince him to shoot and like, who do you think sent you that gun? God sent you that gun so you could use it. I thought that was great. The little back and forth he had with the one young kid and Ammo in the group.
Good job, Mikey.
Hey, look, young boy, seriously, like, let me tell you something. You need to stay in a child's place, all right?
Spare me the street knowledge, Grandpa. Nobody asked you.
Look, just because I fucked your mother, don't make me your grandpa, all right?
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. Stop, all right?
Got me fucked up. You
Stand down. Let's
better
go.
go on.
Let's go.
I will knock your bitch ass clean the fuck
Knock me
out.
out. Hit me. What am I, a nursery school teacher? Come on, let's go.
Not Dorn, the white one, but
the Chinese one. With
my
mom.
He was
my mom.
That was, but no, that it played back into the original line of where it started, and where Will was like, or Mike Lowry was like, just because I fucked your mother, don't make me a granddad, because he was calling him old, you know, he was like pops and all that shit, and he was like, and I actually like their riff between each other. The kind of because Mike Lowry was that in the '99 version. That character is Mike Lowry.
Yeah,
so you know, you looking in the mirror, and obviously it plays back when he gives him Bad Boy for Life dap towards the end of the movie. So that, you know, that kind of came full circle. And then my favorite line was back to that plane scene, and is like, and he's like, how the fuck you fuck a witch without a condom? You wrap that shit up. So that was my favorite line of the whole movie. That was great. Like that again. That plane scene was just classic Bad Boys for me. Okay, so did you have any favorite performances as far as the actors were concerned?
Favorite performances?
Mm-hmm. Like who was your favorite performance in the movie?
I would go with Will, because I fuck with Mike Lowry.
Yeah, I thought Will was great.
Yeah, Will, he was the one for me because I don't know. To me, it's like it was still Mike Lowry of the first two.
Yeah.
That was the reason why that was my favorite character, because he still was Mike Lowry until like the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I say the end of the movie because the Mike Lowry I know, I ain't gonna let nobody just whoop up on him. Granted, that is his son. But there was reasoning. He's like, I'm trying to penetrate his soul. Even when Marcus was asking him, like, what are you doing? Why are you getting your ass kicked? He's like, I'm trying to penetrate his heart with my soul, or whatever the fuck he said. Yeah, I did it with that. That Mike Lowry.
Okay, yeah. No, watching the movie, man, you're like, man, what? Like, Will Smith is a fucking movie star. And you're like, he still got it. You know, like, because I think, I guess it would be 2018. No, it'd be 2019.
The last movie? What? Last movie?
Gemini Man.
Yeah, I saw that too. Oh god,
not great.
Yeah,
not great.
Horrible.
So like you know, at a moment you're kind of like, is Will kind of losing it? But then you see Bad Boys for Life, and you're like, nah, he still got it. Like he can still pull Mike Lowry out, and then
Gemini did have some good scenes in it. Well, shooting scenes. Gemini Man, that's some good shooting scenes.
Yeah, I think the best part about Gemini Man is the action.
Yeah.
But the story is lacking severely. And then I mean, like I like Will Smith a lot, but like out of three of them, like I don't. Okay, like what are we doing? But that's Gemini Man.
I ain't gonna lie, that's what it did kind of remind me of Gemini Man somewhat.
Really?
Not like that, but I'm saying like the fact that in Gemini Man, like how it was like two of them, like you make two of me. And then and then the Spanish guy in Bad Boys for Life, like he was like whooping ass and taking names, like like he was. I don't think they're close. smidgen. I ain't say that it's dead on. I just said like it kind of.
No, Gemini Man is an awful movie. But no, yeah, I think I agree with you with it being Mike Lowrey, and then obviously I'd give a shout out to Martin because obviously watching the trailer and the internet, kind of gave it to him, with him, picking up some weight and whatnot. And then I did it myself. I was like, man, it looks like Martin might have lost it, and I thought Martin was great. I thought Martin was back to. I mean, look, my favorite lines to half of them came from Martin. Like I thought Martin was he had some peak Martin moments. I thought.
Yeah, they did like play on the fact that he was a little older.
Right, they played it to the script.
Yeah, but hell,
I like that. That's okay. So that's one of the things that I to go on another little tangent, but about this movie. That's one of the things I think I also really appreciated about this movie that Michael Bay wouldn't have done. Like they were able to add a sense of character development to these characters. In the first two movies, you still don't actually know who these people kind of are or what they feel or how they think. Like they're just doing shit. Like because it's a Michael Bay movie and they're just doing shit. Whereas here you're like
the first one though.
Not even in the first one, no.
Well, somewhat in a comedy aspect of it when I guess Martin had to be Mike Lowrey and I'm Mike Lowrey. Like
I mean, again, but that's another classic scene. Like I agree that's a classic, but I wouldn't consider that any actual character development.
Nothing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought here you were actually seeing these aged men still, or dealing with life and dealing with it in different ways. Martin becoming a granddad, Will not wanting to let go of his youth and wanting to keep a stranglehold on it, and because of the pain he still had inside, and he was trying to hide and he was trying to mask. That's a subtlety in storytelling that Michael Bay just does not have the capabilities of doing. So I think that's largely more what I appreciated so much about this movie, because you actually got to know who these people were and what they think and how they thought. Which again, for most characters in Michael Bay movies, just don't happen, and I'd say in the first two didn't happen. Though I enjoyed those, and though those movies are equally entertaining, obviously I'm a fan of this franchise, but I couldn't come away from those and be like, yeah, the real character strength of the movie. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't. Like Michael Bay just didn't have those capabilities, except for a handful of times in his career. But yeah. So but I also want to with favorite performances. I want to shout out the. I thought the Ammo crew was great. I thought they were another crew. When I saw it in the trailer, I was like, ugh, like that was, and especially when Will does the whole High School Musical line, I was just like, ugh, this is not. I'm like, man, this movie's gonna suck. And I'm probably not gonna like any of these people, but I liked all the characters, and I thought although I'm already a fan of Vanessa Hudgens, but I thought she was great. I liked Dorn, I liked the Gentle Giant character, and I liked the younger mirrored version of Mike Lowrey. And then I liked the head Rita. I thought she was amazing. I haven't seen her in much of anything, and I'm probably missing out. I need to probably look into and see what else she's done, because I thought she was great, and I bought the ascension to the captain's role towards the end, because her running her own division with Ammo and everything, and then kind of taking over, and because obviously they got the big bust at the end and she was lead on it, so but I thought she was great. I got her name here somewhere. I want to give her credit. Yeah, Paula Nunes, who played Rita. I thought she was great. And Charles Melton, who played Rafe, who was the kind of young Mike Lowrey, the mirrored Mike Lowrey. Alexander Ludwig, who played Dorn, the Experience of the Rocks he didn't like, and then Vanessa Hudgens, who played Kelly. I thought the Ammo crew was great, but especially Paula Nunes. I thought she was exceptional. And then I also want to give a shout out to Jacob Cispio. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Who played Armando? Essentially, was Mike Lowrey's or forgotten son or whatever, a son he didn't know he had. I thought he was great. I thought he played a really good kind kind of
villain.
He wouldn't be because I'd say the villain would be the mom, whereas he was just the what would you call it? I wouldn't say henchman. I'd say he's a little more than a henchman. Once the story develops in you and you know who he truly is, but
I mean, kind of was the
henchman. Okay, so I guess yeah,
he go to jail for it.
Yeah,
for all the body.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I can say that. Yeah, but I thought as an extension of her being the main villain, I thought he was great as far as the physicality. He was believable. He had that one scene where they dig up the money that his dad left him in the vase of his ashes or whatever on the USB.
Yeah, with
and then they try and double cross him. Yeah, they try and double cross him, and then he's grabbing and he grabs that knife and just slices those dudes up. Like all it was believable. Like action wise, like that dude, he should definitely do some more action movies because he looked great. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in a Marvel or DC something down the line or something.
I was gonna say something like that.
He should definitely get him in
some main role that he has as like an amazing action movie.
Yeah. I think he'd be great. Like he was. I thought he was really good in this. So definitely wanted to give them a shout out because I thought the whole cast was pretty brilliant. Oh, and even the captain, Joe Pantoliano, playing the captain. Obviously, he's been the captain in all three. He was classic. Even he had, him and Mike in the office, and he had to add Mike to Ammo as an advisor, as an advisor role. And I love that scene with him. That's another good scene. When Rita comes and she's like, "What's he doing here?" And then he's like, "Oh, he's joining Ammo." And then she's like, "Wait, he can't be Ammo." And he's like, "He's gonna do it no matter what."
This is a bad idea. Hey, he's gonna investigate this case no matter what.
It's like that he was great. He was peak Bad Boys too. Like he was right there. Okay, so now we could dive into your least favorite parts of the movie because you seem to have a lot. Because now I'm on the opposite side of you. I'm having a hard time thinking of much. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, for one, obviously, like I said, the Goldberg spear in the rocks. I hated that crap. The baby. You might laugh at me about this take, but the baby. He was born in the beginning of the movie. And at the end of the movie, he was 3. I mean, that was a little.
That's a good point. That's a fair point. I
thought you wanted to kill me on that.
No.
Man, come on. But yeah,
and I agreed with you on the showing and not telling, like, or the telling and not showing part. I'm not disagreeing. I overwhelmingly solid is not what I would rank this movie.
Yeah, but the baby being just born to 3.
No, that's funny. Yeah, that's fair. It's a very fair point.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the Mike Larry getting whooped at the end. I know we said that it was a reasoning behind it, but Mike Larry that I know.
Yeah, but there was a legit story reason. Like he just wasn't getting beat.
I'm just telling you. He was getting beat. He was getting that whooped.
I'm saying he just was. It wasn't just him getting beat up. Like there was reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying like I think if he were to fight him at full capability, like I'm just coming for your neck. You having no connection to me and coming from my loins, as Marcus would say, like, and then this was happening. All right, I understand the gripe a little bit more, but there was a legit story reason as to why he wasn't fighting back. It wasn't just he was just getting his ass kicked.
What else? That
was another great line too.
Martin not taking it serious. I didn't like that too in the beginning of the movie, or at least when he got shot, and Mike Larry trying to tell him like, "Come on, bro, let's just get this done. Like, let's just do this." And no, Mike, like,
oh no, I understood that though.
No, I understood it, but I just didn't like it because like, okay. Come on, man.
So you had problems with where the story went.
Yeah, because
so it definitely seems like you would have preferred if Michael Bay would have done this. Because I actually think that's a very nuanced thing. Like it's Mike still not wanting to let go, but it's Marcus like, look, man, I'm a granddad now. Like we can't just go out and run for vengeance. Like what the fuck are we gonna do? Like they got a team on it. Let that team handle that. Like we're, you know what I'm saying. I thought that was one of the more exceptional Will Smith acting in the movie as well. Like that was it almost took me out. It's like, well, I was like, is this like fucking I Am Legend? Like, goddamn, like he he coming with it in this scene. But yeah, okay. But so for the story purposes, you didn't like that Marcus was saying no.
Yeah, he was just saying.
I think it
he was just saying no, like no, I ain't even gonna think about it. No, like,
yeah, because he already made the decision.
I ain't even considering that Mike Lowry just got shot, sitting there wiping drool off his cheek.
Right, but I guess to back up Marcus, his argument was, we've made it. Yes, you got shot, but you survived and you're here. So now let's appreciate the time we got left, because this shit is fleeting and it ain't gonna be here forever. So for you to run back out there and go get yourself killed again, like,
do you think that
I think it would have made less sense if Martin would have been like, yeah, let's go, and have Martin not think about his grandchild he just had, not think about his wife, not think about his daughter. It wouldn't have made no sense if he just would have been gung ho and said, yeah, you just got shot, let's go, we about to run up on these niggas. I think that would have been some Michael Bay shit, honestly. That would have made no sense if he would have not have considered putting his family first after all these years of putting him through what he's been, as long as he's been a cop. I think what they celebrate their 25th year on the force at the beginning of the movie before Mike gets shot.
I think it was something like that.
So yeah, so 25 years of him, and they had the retirement talk there before he got shot. So I think it would have made less sense if he would have just been like, yeah, we gotta go get these motherfuckers. Like, I don't think it would have made it. It wouldn't have made any sense.
I kind of wish that they would have kind of showed like a mission that they did within that 14-year gap. Or
so it sounds like you really want like a prequel movie, because you want to see Mike Mike with the witch, and you want to see time in between the 14 years we had between Bad Boys 2 and Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have preferred the gap movie.
Something like that.
I appreciated that they used their age, because they're not that, like, ideally they most likely should have had because what, Bad Boys 2 came out 03, they should have had a third one by 07. Like, it would have made sense, because they still would have been in their prime. They still would have been in their prime. You know what I'm saying? But in 2020, like, I get that they. But
no wonder Martin saying fuck this shit. Like,
but it makes sense for the characters, because it also parallels. It's pretty meta. Like, it also parallels to them in real life. Like, they've gotten older. It's been 14 years since then. You know what I'm saying? Since Bad Boys 2. Like, we ain't that no more. We ain't driving Hummers in fucking Havana destroying homes. Like, we ain't doing that. Like, that's not where we at anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, to kind of double back to I guess it was what, favorite scenes, or when they was in the little gold van, and they was on the beach at the stop sign, and the women was going by, and Mike Larry had his head down. Yeah, that was a good scene.
I think he's my Uber driver.
Yeah. That was a funny scene for me. That was a good scene for me. But yeah, I mean, back to
any more least favorites?
Least favorites. I want to say, like, when the captain was like yelling at the basketball game, it's like, God damn, like, he's always in this character. Like, even like,
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, it was like, I understand him like being that way towards Martin and Will, they getting on his nerves, and
okay, but you didn't think he was also that at home with the family.
At home with the family, daughter sitting there trying to shoot some shots, trying to win the game. Yeah, you yelling at her, swing out. Yeah, my shot swing out too. He's in there yelling at me in the stands. Like, but that was about it.
Okay, I think I honestly don't have a lot. But I would say the one thing, I think you touched on it earlier. The one thing would be the title of the movie. It's probably my least favorite part of this movie. Is the title of the movie, because, like you said earlier, the title connotes the end.
Yeah, this is it.
Like, this is it. Especially if you're gonna not save this title for Bad Boys 4 and use it for Bad Boys 3. It sounds like this is gonna be the last movie, but they very clearly.
No, I was gonna say my last scene that I did not like was the end credits.
Okay,
where they walked into like the I guess the super secured one cell.
I mean, he's very clearly a deadly threat. He killed a shit ton of high profile people, so that makes sense for him to be like maximum security.
Yeah, I guess,
and he's clearly a threat. Like we've seen him in action.
No, I feel, but like that part is like what, like they gonna like suit him up and make him a superhero to reduce his time or something. I ain't really like that.
I mean,
part.
that's, and this is kind of outside thinking. But when you look at the kind of landscape of movies now, like Fast and Furious went from just car racing to now they're superheroes. You know, Mission Impossible went from smaller missions to now they're basically, Tom Cruise is basically a fucking superhero. So to kind of fit in this landscape with a Bad Boys, it's honestly, I think it was a smart idea to create kind of a team like Ammo and to bring on, it's the Dwayne The Rock Johnson move of the Fast and Furious movies. Yeah, I'm coming after you. Now I'm joining your team, and now Statham's on the team. And after I killed Han, and now you know what I'm saying. And now like this person used to be against us. Now he's on the team. And now so that's kind of the move they made for Bad Boys to kind of fit the mold of what people are going out to watch. And obviously, the movie made fucking $419 million on a $90 million budget. Like that's a hell of a fucking profit. And clearly there's success there, and they can make money off of that. But because of that kind of blueprint they followed. You know, following, because if you're not going to be a superhero movie, you kind of got to be a superhero adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I actually liked that they went that route. I actually liked that end credit scene, and that's obviously a very Marvel thing to do, have a post credit scene. And shit
yeah,
like
but
that.
like based on what you were saying though, like the Bad Boys for life, and then
that would honestly that would be my biggest critique.
It's like God.
That would be my biggest critique.
I need to know the title of the next one.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think to give them some credit, because it's been 14 years since the last one. They didn't really know if this one would be that successful. You know what I'm saying? You got two new directors who haven't had a big blockbuster feature in their career. This is their first one. You're bringing back a 14-year-old past franchise. Like, are people still interested in seeing that? Are enough people still? There may be some diehards who'll see it, but diehards don't give you $419 million. You know what I'm saying? Diehards probably get you to $100 million, but
I mean, it came out. I mean, what was around that when it came out? Then it come out. Like January?
That was the other thing. Typically movies that come out in January are not good. That January is dumping time. Like ideally, this should have been a summertime blockbuster movie.
You think it would have made more in the summer?
Well, no, but obviously the unforeseen circumstances we're in now, they would have been kind of screwed. So they kind of benefited from actually dropping it in January. But
besides the virus,
would it have made more? No, the competition.
I think it would have made the same.
It would have made I think it would have made less because the competition would have been too much. Because now you're getting into when are you putting it after the James Bond movie? You putting it close to Black Widow? You putting it close to Fast 9? You putting it close to
yeah? I'm putting it close to Fast 9.
No, you're not, John. The last three Fast and Furious movies are $1 billion pictures. You're not putting it close to Fast 9. When you're aiming to be something similar to that too.
I don't know about the Fast and the Furious.
You don't know about it, but it makes consistently $1 billion, so you don't have to know about it. It's still going to make $1 billion.
Them boy lost me after, like you said, that long ass, the longest.
I mean, that's a complaint. That's a complaint. But
that was 30 minutes
for sure. But I think Fast 6 is pretty great. I think and obviously I didn't.
That was the last one Paul Walker was in, right?
No, he was in 7. Was the last one. Fast 7 was the last one.
Okay. I don't think 6 was the last one because I didn't see 7, 8.
Yeah,
I probably won't see 9, but yeah. Anyway,
I was kind of looking forward to seeing 9. Just I kind of bought into the ridiculousness. Like if you're telling me the fucking twist at the fucking trailers, I wonder what else you got. So they kind of hooked me with that. But I mean,
John Cena and Vin Diesel don't even look like each other. Like,
but because that franchise is ridiculous. That's why people like it, because it's ridiculous.
You can't get nobody look closer looking.
I mean, to be fair, Vin Diesel's pretty unique looking dude, so it's hard to get somebody to look close to Vin Diesel.
To John Cena though, like hell.
I mean, the woman who plays his sister doesn't look like Vin Diesel.
They should use the same technology they use on Gemini Man. Two rocks.
Nah. But the woman who plays his sister doesn't really look like.
No, I think.
But you could play it off as like Xena and the sister look like the dad, and Diesel looks like the mom or some shit like that. I don't know. But they've killed people and brought them back. Like the franchise is ridiculous. But again, it's a $1 billion picture ridiculous consistently. So like, yeah, you're not putting Bad Boys for Life next to Fast 9. You're just not doing it.
Just buying half a $500,000 in tickets and then they let the rest of everybody know.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. It's not what they're doing.
Just buy $500,000 tickets.
No, what it is it's one of those large franchises that isn't overwhelmingly white. So it actually does really, really well internationally. That's how it consistently hits $1 billion.
Yeah, I guess so. When they made Drift, that's what kind of sucked the rest of the globe up.
But then they pivoted, and they pivoted with 4, and then 4. I think 4 is the first introduction of rock. I think, or 4 or 5, one of those. But then they changed. Tokyo Drift was the last one that was just about racing, and then it went to let's kind of take on
crazy.
This.
Like, how do we sit there and watch movies and it was just about racing?
But I mean, Fast and Furious is a classic one.
No. Yeah, I do like the first 2, 3.
First one.
Yeah, all right. So the first one,
two's not great.
Yeah, the first one. Okay.
2 just introduces Ludacris and Tyrese. 2 isn't great. And there's no Vin Diesel in 2. Vin Diesel doesn't come back. Vin Diesel doesn't come back until 4.
They kind of did like a spinoff of Biker Boys, right?
I think it was before Biker Boys.
Okay, but that was just like another movie about racing.
Mm-hmm.
in the drama of I guess.
Yeah, like the LA bike culture and all that. Like, yeah, I think it made sense. But yeah, but no, I think they made the right move to put it in to actually put it in January. Because I mean, look, it made them a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
they got their budget back and more.
Well, I mean, I think the press run because I remember seeing on a lot of the interviews. I think I watched almost every interview they did with the movie.
They're a great interview. Like, the movie is their chemistry, and to see them two on the interviews together, yeah, it's great to watch.
Will Smith is a great interviewer. Martin Lawrence was just kind of sitting there.
But he has his moments, though. Like when he chimes in.
Out of every interview I saw, like, it was really Will kind of taking the reign, just like in the movie.
Right.
Took the mantle.
But that's Will Smith. I think he mentions it in speaking of those interviews in the Breakfast Club interview. Martin mentions it. He's like, because he's a comedian and because he's wild and crazy on screen, people think that's what he is in real life, but it's just not. It's not who he is. So I'm not expecting him to. It's not like I'm not Dance Monkey. It's like if he's just chilling interviews, he's just chilling interviews. But he still has moments like in those interviews. I watched them too. Like there was still moments Martin made me laugh. Like in the most moments.
I'm not denying that, but I was saying that in the interviews that I saw, like Sway, the Breakfast Club, and all them. I think that helped him out a little bit more too, because I remember Martin saying that when the second one come out, he didn't do no press.
Yeah, Will did it on his own. Yeah, Martin didn't come with him. Yeah,
so it's like now that from I don't believe the first one got press like that because it wasn't the internet era. So
no, but but at that point, Michael Bay was pretty.
It was more hearsay.
No, I wouldn't say hearsay. I mean, no, at that point, Will Smith is Will Smith.
You know what I mean by like,
and then you got and as much as I don't like Michael Bay, he's still a pretty prestigious director.
What I mean by hearsay, meaning like that compared to now, where you can just go on Instagram or Twitter and somebody can be like, boom, like the hearsay is a little bit more
different
closer
20 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that like back then it was a little bit more. Hey, did you go? The regular conversation instead of on Twitter. Hey, go check out that Bad Boys 1.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So. But I think that really helped them promote more. And then there was on different platforms like the Breakfast Club. They went from Breakfast Club to Ellen. Like
right, yeah. They didn't keep it urban. I mean, but that's what Will brings you when you have a movie star. That's what it gets you.
But that's what I mean by I think that's what helped them out, the press and then the different genres that they touched when it came to the press. That kind of helped boost it up, and then that's what I think they had a soundtrack for it as well. I mean, I don't know how good it was. I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it either. Yeah, I know there's a Khaled song on there. I think he executive produced that soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah, so,
I'm straight.
That's another one for least favorite.
I can't tell the last Khaled album I even listened to.
No.
I think it was like the second one when he had like a super hit.
When you fuck up a song with Jay-Z and Beyonce, I don't like I'm out.
What song is that?
The I don't know. What's the one in the car? I don't. There's one with them in the car, and it's just like, this is just not a good song. We're talking about a car. No, not me. I'm not talking the Keys, and that's just Jay-Z. There's a Jay-Z, Beyonce, Khaled song.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that song fucking sucks.
It was trash. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. When you mess that up,
it was like
I'm out.
Yeah, it was like some.
How do you mess that up?
Some ABC 1, 2, 3.
It was bad. You have two icons in
Maybach.
I don't know what the song.
I took the top off the Maybach.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. That song sucks.
I took the top off the Maybach.
Yeah, no. No.
I was trying so hard to think of that song. Like, yeah that song was kind of trash. Yeah. But like I was saying, the press I think really helped, and and then as well the nostalgia of the movie too. Like,
for sure. Like, but that's the thing, you can't rely just on nostalgia. So it had to be the combination of it. You know what I'm saying? The press run and the nostalgia, and you have a movie star in Will Smith. You know. So, yeah. But yeah. So, all right. So that was least favorite. Okay. So now we're at who won the movie.
To me, I mean, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier as far as who my favorite character is, Will Smith. So I'm gonna stick with Will Smith. Kind of won the movie. And to me, he won the movie because, like I said, he was the one that was like I'm not letting this shit go down like this. Like, he wasn't finna just lay down and just, fall off and, ride into the sunset. Like, he was gonna figure out who shot him, and that was the post.
So you're saying
that I appreciate.
You're saying character wise.
Yes.
Okay.
Character wise, yes. Like he
you probably look at it both ways too, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was gonna say character wise, and then as well like real life, as far as like to double back to, like I said, the interviews and stuff, like how Will Smith was not necessarily like begging people to go watch it, but he was saying that
that's the job. You got to that's in your contract.
But no, I'm saying like he was
film and you promo.
He was basically like just being real genuine and authentic the whole time, like.
That's been a turn for him.
A lot of interviews and stuff.
Lately.
Like he was,
he's a great interview.
Yeah, giving motivational speeches, and I remember even watching the Sway. He even bust out one of his old raps. And Sway was like, "How do you still remember that?" And like that was like, I think he was rapping before we was even born.
For sure, definitely like late 80s.
It's like. He knew it word for word.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. Yeah.
So it's like, that definitely, to me, I will go with Will Smith as far as winning the movie, and character wise, and as well outside the movie, as far as promotion, and not to knock Martin, because
no, for sure, but it is who won the movie. I mean, you could add him in it if you want. It's up to you.
I mean,
because I was going to freak it. I was going to freak it. My answer would be the chemistry between Will and Martin. Like, okay. The comedic chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence won the movie for me. Like that was hands down. Like again, like I said it earlier, and not to repeat myself, but to repeat myself, they're the reason why you watch this franchise. They're the reason why you got into the franchise. They're the reason. Why you're sitting in the theater, balled over, holding your stomach and laughing. Like it's their chemistry is what kept this alive, and even 14 years since the last one, they could still be on that screen and still give you a good time and keep you entertained. I think that their chemistry, comedic chemistry together, won the movie for me, I'd say. So now for the namesake of the podcast, That's Cinema or That's Not Cinema. John, Bad Boys for Life. That's cinema or that's not cinema?
I mean, do I keep the same energy or do I?
I mean, that's up to you.
Okay.
That's cinema, by the way, for me. But go ahead.
It's cinema.
All right. Okay.
But.
It's cinema with a butt.
Yeah, okay. Cinema with a butt.
Uh-huh.
And
what's the butt?
It could have been better.
Okay.
It's cinema, but it could have been better. I'm not going to kill it and say it's not cinema because $419 million to my one voice.
Yeah.
I believe that's, kind of override there.
Yeah.
So it's cinema. I just wish it was better. Could have been better.
Okay.
But that's my answer. I'm not going to try to repeat what I said already. You know.
Any final thoughts on it?
Final thoughts.
Would you? Here's one last question. This was just kind of impromptu. So even though you didn't like the ending scene, are you looking forward to a sequel? Because the $419 million, they're making a sequel.
I'm looking. Yes, I am looking forward to a sequel. Would it be a sequel?
Yeah, it'd be a sequel.
Yeah, it'd be a sequel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a sequel. Only because like I want to see. I'm pretty sure these directors gonna be at it again, and get a second chance.
I definitely hope they bring him out.
So I want to see what they would do.
Side note to them, we didn't talk about them much. Not sorry to cut you off, but they were great. I think they paid really good homage to Michael Bay. Hell, they put him in a fucking movie. Did you notice? Do you know what Michael Bay looks like?
I know he's white.
He's the guy who introduces Will Smith at the wedding. At the wedding reception.
With the daughter?
Yeah. The white guy had long hair. He came up and was like, I'm going to introduce, says, people call him Uncle Mike.
Okay. Be honest with you?
Yeah. That's
I
Michael
still
Bay.
don't know what he looked like.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about. I just don't know what he looked like.
But that's Michael Bay.
I just thought it was a regular
So
white
they got
guy.
the Michael Bay stamp of approval. In fact, that they even put him in the movie. So he appreciated it, even though they, went a better route, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
but anyway, that was just
I'm definitely looking forward to another one because, like I said, I want to see what the directors, what they can do. They got a second chance at it. See, can they top it? The first one. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's kind of hard to top 419 again.
No, you can top that.
By making,
especially, I'd say like
how though? It's not like it's an Avengers movie where it's like something new is about to happen. Like what's
but
new?
if that was the mindset, like I know I keep referencing the Fast franchise, but like they could have given up and said, "Hey, we're not Avengers, so we won't keep putting it out." Like, no, you could, they can continue to get better.
I ain't saying they can't. I just want to know like how would they?
I mean, that's why they make movies, and that's why we just talk about it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to another one.
Okay,
because
so even
I don't want to wait 14 years though.
I don't think it'll be 14 years.
Like, I ain't got time for that. Like
that's too much money to leave on the table.
Like
if they would have known within the 14 years they would have been able to make money like that, they would have made it. They would have made it sooner. They didn't know. That's why they waited so long. Then obviously it was circumstances between want to come back and do it and whatnot. But
I remember Will saying that he had to kind of pull teeth with Martin to kind of come back and do it. But I would definitely want to see it again just because hell, it's a good movie. Solid movie. But
and maybe you'll go in this time with tempered expectations.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get blown away. And I don't need no soundtrack.
You should always go into movies that way, though. By the way.
Yeah, you're right. I don't need no soundtrack. I don't need DJ Khaled in it again. I don't need to get an arm broke. I don't need ammo.
You'll get ammo.
With Avenger suits on.
Oh, I'm sure to say Miami PD or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying but I'm like, as far as if I get it within the next like 3 years, yes. If it's gonna be like 5 years, it's like dang, bro. It'll take like 2-3 years to make a movie, bro.
I mean, well,
they shelf for a year
with everything being postponed now, and Will's continue to make some. He's actually playing Venus and Serena's father in a movie coming up, and I know that's been held off for Corona and everything. So he's got other movies he's gonna make. I don't know if Martin's gonna make anything. I know Martin said he's still on tour and stuff though. So
I'm about to say with them.
I'm sure they'll clear. I'm sure that with the money that's just made, I'm sure they'll clear up the time and
with
make
the
it
damn
again.
virus going on. That's kind of crazy because hell, it might be about 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't knock it if it happened to be 5 years, but it's unforeseen for circumstances that made it 5 years. They probably would have gave it to you sooner if they had the time.
I mean, I would have took it like, if they would have did it came out 2020 January, I would have took it like 2022. 2022, I would have.
You want them to turn around fast. It wouldn't have been that fast because Will's working on other stuff.
23?
Probably somewhere around there. 23, 24.
God damn.
Movies take time, man. Especially when you're dealing with movie stars. Like this, it's not like he's just doing Bad Boys. Like he's making other shit. You know. But no, yeah, no. Final thoughts for me. I'd continue to say, like, yeah, credit to the directors. I know we didn't mention them too much, but props to those guys. I think they did a hell of a job.
Yeah, y'all can put me in the writer's room. I got y'all boys.
They did they did a hell of a job, and I'm excited to see what else they do. Speaking of that, they actually, after this movie came out, and the savvy Kevin Feige of president of Marvel Studios actually took a meeting with them. So I'd be excited to see if they end up with a superhero movie down the line.
And like they should go to Broward. Like, they should have like kind of expanded past Miami, but that's just me.
But that's where it's based, though. Yeah,
know.
Yeah. I wouldn't want them to take it out of that.
Well, like for like a scene, like travel to Broward.
Maybe one of the guys they need to come to was in Broward or something.
Yeah, go to Broward. You know, let's see the swap shot one time. You know, do it for Florida. You know,
but I mean, it's so much shit in downtown Miami, so it's like it only makes sense to kind of keep it there. You know.
Yeah, right. A little 45 minutes, you know.
Right, but it would be like, what would be the reason to come to Broward? You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Because like, if you need a stadium, you gonna go to BB&T? No, you're gonna go to American Airlines. Like,
I mean, BB&T would be a good stadium.
You're gonna go to Hard Rock. You're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna go to all the shit that's in Miami.
Because Hard Rock not even in Miami.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Yeah. But like closer in that area, it ain't Broward. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of still is, but you're right.
Yeah. But
no, it's not. It's not Broward.
It's
Miami.
Yeah. So
Hollywood-ish. But whatever. Anyway, y'all know what we're talking about.
Yeah. That's some local Florida shit. But no, shit, John. Yeah, we did it. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. I want to thank you for allowing me to chime in my little take.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your listeners appreciate my take.
Oh, for sure. Because like I said, like this was going to be different because you were the first person who I had on who didn't wholly agree with me on the movie we were doing. So so that would be so that was definitely different than usual.
Yeah. I just want to thank you for.
But good though. I'm not saying good, different, in a bad way. Different, good way.
No, I feel. Yeah, I just want to say thanks for allowing me to at least say something. I mean, being cooped up in the house, you're sitting there trying to you want to talk to somebody, but you really can't because you got to quarantine.
Yeah, for sure.
And I also want to tell the world that, guys, try your best to, stay safe in this dangerous time here.
100%.
Try your best to
stay the fuck home.
Stay home and, load up on food. Try to get vitamin C, try to vitamin D, things to help you with your immune system. Wear gloves and masks, guys. Like this is not like people are dying. Like people they're not like, just, oh, I'm sick and I'll be back in a week. Like your loved ones could die because of just touching the wrong thing and wiping their face. And it's pretty bad. I mean, Lysol wipes, hand sanitizer, wash your hands 20 seconds, wipe your doorknobs that you walk in the house when you got the gloves on and stuff. Like double back of the stuff that you touched with the gloves on, so you make sure that you don't prevent any spread. And y'all take care, man.
All right. So as always, if a movie makes you feel anything at all, that's cinema. Peace.
Value of a film that's like a theme park film, for example, the Marvel type pictures, where the theaters become amusement parks. That's a different experience. And it's not even. I was saying earlier, it's not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema, it's something else. Not cinema, it's something else. Not cinema, it's something else.